Spoiler alert for The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2, as well as for the game The Last of Us Part 2. We are going to get into the differences between the game and the show when it comes to that scene. You have been warned. So one of the biggest differences between the game and the show even goes before that scene starts. We have Abby running away from this big horde of infected, and she's saved by Joel, but the difference in the game is that Joel is with Tommy, and he is not with Dina. Now, in the show, he is with Dina here when he saves Abby, which I think is because they wanted to do the new storyline in the show where Tommy is back at Jackson and he's helping save them from the big horde of infected that is attacking the city. Also, by changing the pairings and putting Dina here with Joel, we don't get Dina being with Ellie and all the development of their relationship, not only the emotional and romantic development of them spending time together and talking more, but we also omit the sex scene that they had underneath the library, which deepens their relationship a lot, but also tells us that Dina is genuinely bisexual, and the kiss in the party wasn't just a one-off, wasn't just her being promiscuous or having fun or being flirty. It actually shows that she has this deeper connection with Ellie and that they could pursue a real relationship, which makes a lot of sense to show when you see going forward in the game that Dina's going to follow Ellie all the way to Seattle, with the real relationship being born in that scene down in the library, showing how deep their connection has gone. It makes a lot more sense for her to follow her after what happens. To me, this takes away from the emotional impact that we have in the game because Tommy is with his brother when he is killed. It also takes away largely from the brutality of the scene because in the scene in the game, Nora hits Tommy in the face aggressively multiple times with the butt end of a pistol, but instead they softened the Fireflies by having them simply inject Dina and put her to sleep very gently. They also soften the Fireflies by having them have this long format conversation with Joel where Abby gets to explain her motivations, but also asks him what his last interaction with the Fireflies was to confirm his identity and give him a chance to tell the truth, which gives even more credence to the theory that they're kind of softening the group and taking out their edge. When it comes to the game, Joel simply turns around thinking they might recognize him and immediately gets his kneecaps blasted by Abby with a shotgun. And even after being shot in the knee with a shotgun, Joel still has to be pinned up against the wall by not one but two people while a third person comes and takes his weapons away. This, in the games, to me, said that Joel was an absolute monster who had to have an entire group of people hold him down even after being so grievously wounded. Whereas in the show, he was shot, disarmed, and then left to sit by himself. And this initial scene up to the point where Abby starts swinging the golf club in the game is actually shot as a oneer. The camera quickly kind of looks over to Abby right before she fires the shotgun, so you don't even expect it coming at all because all of a sudden she's standing there with a shotgun and just blows his kneecaps off without even asking a single question. Then the camera continues to move through the different members of the Firefly group, making you feel like you're in the room and very engaged and involved in the situation. So I was completely sucked in and on the edge of my seat when I played it in the game. Then when Bella Ramsey arrives on scene, she slashes out and stabs